Today, we're diving into a story that is, frankly, pretty terrifying. It starts with something so small, so insignificant, that almost any of us would have ignored it. But it ends with this number: $18,000. I mean, just think about that for a second. That is a serious amount of money. For most people, that's a new car, a down payment on a house, or a huge chunk of college tuition. In this case, though, it was the final bill for one tiny, forgotten mistake. And those two words right there, years later, that's the really scary part. This wasn't some sudden disaster. Nope. This was like a financial time bomb, just ticking away, silently, in the background of someone's life. So how on earth did this happen? This really is the central mystery we've got to unravel. How does something so small, something you wouldn't even blink at, turn into something so catastrophic? It just doesn't seem possible, right? Let's break it down. This is the question at the heart of it all. It feels like a paradox, doesn't it? A tiny, tiny cause leading to this massive, life-changing effect. I mean, how does the math on that even begin to work? To get the answer, we have to rewind. We've got to go all the way back to the very beginning. And what you're about to see is that the starting point, it's almost laughably small. And there it is. That's it. The seed for an $18,000 debt was a single charge that was less than what you'd pay for a morning latte. We're talking a few bucks, the kind of thing you would absolutely never even notice on a bank statement. And honestly, why would you? Who here hasn't seen some tiny, weird fee on an account and just shrugged it off? It's so relatable, and that's exactly what makes this story so chilling. It feels like it could happen to literally anyone who's not paying super close attention. So how do you get from the price of a coffee all the way to 18 grand? Well, the answer is a powerful and, in this case, incredibly destructive financial engine that was working behind the scenes. This is where it all goes wrong. We're talking about a chain reaction. This isn't about just one fee. It's about that one little fee setting off a whole series of dominoes, and each domino that falls is bigger and heavier than the last. Here's kind of how it plays out. It starts with that one tiny overlooked fee. Then, because that fee doesn't get paid, it triggers a penalty, maybe a late fee. Okay, so now the debt is bigger. Then interest starts getting tacked on, but it's on the new higher amount. And before you know it, you're trapped in this vicious cycle where you're being charged fees on top of your fees, and the debt just spirals, growing faster and faster. You know, this comparison really says it all. It's the difference between a single tiny spark and a full-blown forest fire. The initial problem was minuscule, but the financial system it got dropped into was practically built to pour gasoline on it and turn it into an inferno. So, okay, what's the bottom line here for you and me? The really crucial part is understanding that this isn't just one person's terrible cautionary tale. No, this is a lesson about how modern finance can work against you if you're not careful. Let's just remember where this whole nightmare started. The price of a single coffee, an amount of money we all spend without even thinking about it. And that tiny, thoughtless expense, it became this, a massive, life-altering debt. The contrast is just staggering, isn't it? And that is the power of the compounding cascade. It's why paying attention to the really small stuff is so critical. So what can we actually do? What are the takeaways here? Well, first, you've got to scrutinize your statements. I mean, really look at every single line, because no fee is too small to question. Second, understand that chain reaction. A fee is almost never just a fee. It's usually the trigger for a bunch more penalties down the road. Third, you have to act immediately. The second you spot a problem, don't put it off. The longer you wait, the bigger it gets. And finally, you gotta know the rules of the game. Take the time, as boring as it is, to actually read the fine print on your accounts. You need to know what you're signing up for. And that brings us to the end. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. What small fee in your own life deserves a second look? You know, is it that streaming service you forgot you were paying for, or that tiny monthly maintenance charge, or maybe a late fee you just ignored? Could one of those be your cup of coffee? Thanks for joining me for this one.